have this Economic Times report of 16th May 2014. 16th May 2014.
Yes.
It says UPI leaders working overtime to make Mahesh Rangarajan's job secure at Nehru Memorial Museum and Library.
Yes.
Now, what does it say inside? It says, a senior minister who did not want to be quoted said, Congress had concerns that the new government could have replaced Rangarajan, whose 3-year term was to end in August of 2014. So, barely 48 hours before, we decided to appoint him. This is a minister of the UPA government quoting.
Yes.
And I have a Congress statement now saying, accusing the government of being engaged in diabolic actions to belittle the legacy of Nehru by going for a complete revamp.
Yes.
Rajdeep, isn't this travesty of justice?
No.
What phase?
Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, I take the point that you can question the appointment of Mahesh Rangarajan in the manner in which it was made 2 days before the election results were out in May 2014. We are now in September of 2015. In the 16 months, you did nothing about it. Let's be very clear. In the meantime, Mr. Rangarajan, Dr. Rangarajan is acknowledged by academia to have done a very fine job of restoring the prestige of the Nehru Memorial. Why then this urgency to remove him? Is it simply because there are people who want all these key posts to be kept for those who are BJP loyalists? You can accuse the Congress of illegal appointments. You will be accused of trying to replace Mahesh Rangarajan with one of your own. Yes or no?
Rajdeep, your acquisition must be backed by some fact. Now, I have before me the statement of Mr. Rangarajan when he has resigned. He says because of personal reasons, including the health of his mother. Now, if this is what Mr. Rangarajan is saying, the accusation which you are levelling against BJP, don't you think it's most unfair and unsubstantiable?
No.
How are we being accused?
My point.
I mean, you tell me how. I mean,
my point is for 16 months you kept quiet. For 16 months, the BJP does nothing about the Nehru Memorial. Mr. Rangarajan, Dr. Rangarajan is very much part of the committee that is going to celebrate the 125th birth anniversary of Nehru celebrations. Now, suddenly, overnight, you seem to have decided that Rangarajan's appointment is illegal and therefore should be replaced. I am unable to understand the manner in which this decision has been suddenly taken. What was it suddenly that did you not know it was illegal for 15 months?
Rajdeep, you are saying that the BJP government suddenly discovered and decided that he has to be replaced.
Yes.
When you make an acquisition like it was decided that he should be replaced, it is based on what fact? Because it is Mr. Rangarajan who himself resigned for personal reasons and the reasons of the illness of his mother. If he tenders his resignation,
sir, you have pushed him in. Sir, please.
No.
I am willing to respect your view. I am willing to respect your view that there are question marks over the way the UPA government pushed ahead with his appointment 2 days before the election results are out. But do not mislead the viewers by saying that Mr. Rangarajan, Dr. Rangarajan withdrew on his own. You actually pushed him into a situation. You created an embarrassment. Last week, the culture minister went public. And that is the truth of the matter. Let's be very clear. I'm going to ask my producer not to show the matter. Yes.
Rajdeep, people used to remote controls can only hallucinate. Sir, would you now allow me to speak?
Yeah, I'm giving you 30 seconds each.
You permit me to speak.
Yes.
Please. Rajdeep, people who are accustomed and who are used to remote controls can only hallucinate about remote controls without an iota of truth about it. So you may continue with your tirade. We don't care a damn about that. On 12th of May, Election Commission writes to you, to your government saying, do not do this because it is violating the Election Code of Conduct, yet you do it. I'm not bothered. I just set out the statement of a minister who says we are worried that new government is coming, they will remove him. So what do? A man whose terms is ending on August 2014, you make him a director for next 10 years.
Sir,
well, you did it, I don't care.
The
issue is what?
Sir, I am asking both of you this. Sir, I have 30 seconds each for... Just a minute. Sir, just a minute. I have 30 seconds for both of you. I'm going to ask... I am taking this question. I am going to take this beyond Dr. Rangarajan. The question is there a conscious attempt to take over the Nehru Memorial, the manner in which there is a conscious attempt, many believe, Mr. Mittal, that the BJP-led government wants to in some way ensure that the Nehru Memorial does not remain, in the words of a BJP leader, trapped in the legacy of Jawaharlal Nehru alone. Is that true or not? That somewhere this is not about Dr. Rangarajan, it's also an attack on Nehru and Nehruvian values. Yes or no? 30 seconds. And 30 seconds means 30 seconds.
Rajdeep, these hallucinating statements can continue to be made by disgruntled parties like Congress. I don't care. Issue is simple. We are an elected government. We have legitimacy to govern in this country. And once a situation arises where there is a vacancy which has to be filled, we are bound to fill it. Are you wanting to say that we should be apologetic about our responsibilities and duty? Certainly not. We're not apologetic about it. As far as the legacy is concerned, they may live with the legacies. We are not bothered.
Okay.
We do not subscribe to that legacy.
Your 30 seconds are up.
Allow us to do what we are entitled to.
Your 30 seconds.
Rajdeep, this is unfair. This comment is completely unfair. You are being biased. How can you say a man resigns on his own accord and you want to accuse a government?
Last week, Mr. Mahesh Sharma, sir, don't tell me that.
So ask him.
Mr. Mittal, take back your words.
First, get Mr. Rangarajan on record.
Mr. Mittal, take back your words. Mr. Mittal, take back your words.
Get Mr. Rangarajan on record to say that he's been pressurized. You cannot accuse the government for no rhyme or reason.
Well, you have no reason to accuse me of being biased. The fact is, your minister went on record last week saying Mr. Rangarajan would have to go.
Please get Mr. Rangarajan on record. Rajdeep, please get Mr. Rangarajan on record to say that he's been pressurized. Then we'll take the issue.
I'm going to leave it there.
Sweeping statements.
I am going to leave it there, sir. I appreciate it. Okay, that's your view.